Oh, some degenerocity. It's been a minute since we reacted to him.
Yeah, bro, everybody's coming back. Corey means for Dante, degenerocity, we came back.
Anybody took a break?
Yeah, bro, it's May, you know what I'm saying? Memorial Day weekend. Everybody
they were going crazy.
They was going crazy.
Yeah, I was
stayed
getting
home,
drunk.
had a little barbecue. Not gonna lie, ate some glizzies. Yeah, the best artist to fall off.
That sounds so contradictory. If you the best artist,
yeah, how you gonna
fall off?
Does that maybe you just stop making music?
I mean, that's the only way I see you fall off. You just stop doing what you're doing.
Or unless they used to be a good artist and then they just started dropping
I don't know. We're gonna find out though.
Yeah, we about to find out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Degenerocity. Link to the original video down below.
Yeah.
Go check it out. With that being said,
longevity, a long duration of individual life. Some are long-lived, while others are cut short. Not only can this be applied to
Oh my
life,
God,
but
yeah.
also in all art and entertainment. Like, will this piece of work stand the test of time to be remembered as great, or will it be put in a modern art museum? Only time can tell. And many music artists throughout all the years had faded away alongside time. It's crazy to think about, because some of these artists, or at least their songs, were all over the radio and playlists and constantly being replayed. But by next year, nobody's even having a thought about their music, let alone the artist. Their relevance was like receiving a happy ending from a ladyboy in Thailand. It lasts a good minute, but it finishes pretty quick. Don't
drop head from a ghost.
Some get the stinky end of this deal by having short bursts of fame, then run straight into irrelevance for the rest of their, lives. And the rest are lucky enough to be one-hit wonders, with their hits being so timeless that we never forget them. Like, who can forget 1,000 Miles by what's her name? I swear, every going on in a crowded place, every bad thing that's going on in the world at that moment comes to a halt, and all of us sing along in perfect sync. This song legit brings world peace. She doesn't need another hit. And Silent Hill with Watch Me Win.
Oh my God,
yeah. None of us are playing that song nowadays, but when it was out, it was big. Like, all the kids would be playing it everywhere. You couldn't escape it. And to show how much of a phenomenon this song was, it was played at the biggest award show in the world.
God damn.
The Kids' Choice Awards. You can't get bigger than that. That's a career peak for anybody. The impact of that song was insane. So you know the fall gotta be equal to that. Because after the song wasn't hot no more, the man fell off so hard, he murdered his cousin. That's
what? Oh yeah, I didn't hear about that story. Yeah, bro.
Yo, what's good with it?
That's what I'm saying. You know how like some people rise into fame?
Yeah.
And it's like, what are y'all doing, bro?
They can't handle that shit. That's the issue. They start acting crazy, nigga.
Bro, Frederick Rooks, Silento's cousin, was found shot to death in DeKalb County, Georgia, earlier this year by Silento headass.
Why though?
Bro, what's good? What are y'all doing, bro?
So hard, he murdered his cousin. That's tough. There was young Bob with this song was
yeah.
Shame she didn't have another. But at least some party or club somewhere will always be playing.
Well,
I don't know. I'm not allowed in clubs, so. Estelle's American Boy, it hurts saying she's a one-hit wonder, but the song is amazing. Also with a goated verse from the GOAT. The song is genuinely perfect. Well, she ain't really a one-hit wonder if you count the hits she made on Steven Universe. But forget everything I just said. When we think about the best artists to fall off, we think of the ones that had a big breakout song, an album that made people think this person will be here for the long run. They will become a household name, only for them to be in Southern hip hop a few years. Sadly, talking about Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap represent, and probably the most popular rapper to come from here. Like, I was searching New Jersey rappers, and the second result is
Fat Boy.
We're kind of lacking. Fetty Wap in 2015 literally blew up the entire hip hop industry.
Bro, 2016 was like the best year ever.
I think it was.
I go back to Fetty Wap, and I remember I went to Jersey actually, MetLife Stadium I think, to Summer Jam over there. Yeah, and I saw Fetty live, bro. That was lit, and then he just goofed. Yeah, and now he in jail. I think he's serving some years.
Yeah, that boy. I don't know what they. Like, what you be doing, man?
I guess like the music stopped, so you're like, bro, I gotta get money somehow. And then
you gotta invest, bro. Fuck all that dealing shit, nigga.
Goofy, y'all.
Came out a year prior before it even reached the Billboard charts. And when I tell you everybody was singing this song, and it was playing on every radio station, you couldn't escape it in a good way. You can't tell me everyone and their doctors didn't know the opening 6 words of the refrain of the song.
It was a pillow.
And on April 4th, 2015, the song went #1 on the Billboard, beating Pitbull's song. Now, when you beat Mr. Worldwide in the charts, you're destined for greatness.
Hell yeah.
And number one on Billboard is a crazy feat, don't get me wrong. But this dude still could have been a one-hit wonder. Come on.
Yeah, big ass beat. Did you see that? Or am I bugging?
I wasn't paying attention.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. Look, don't that look weird?
It could just be is that Jordan's? I
don't know.
It could just be the sneakers themselves. You know, it should be
one-hit wonder. Come on, how many other people went number one only to be never heard of again? Like, who the hell is DaBaby? Who? But bro proved everyone wrong. Cause 1 month after Trap Queen went number one, he released 679 Drake edition. Now, Drake is my qualms with Drake, but I like the song. Proving he ain't no one-hit wonder. But at least
he had a good
But soon after that, he released his self-titled studio album. Bro did not waste time. He saw the spotlight was on him, and he took his opportunity.
That's how you're supposed to do
way
it.
possible. Again, My Way.
Yes.
This album was filled with hit songs, or at least songs that would be played all over social media. Like Fetty Wap was basically the go-to artist to use in your Vine back then. And this dude's music was being played all the time on repeat. He was also making the songs he was featured in hit. Like nobody listened to Save That Money for Little Dicky, let's be honest.
That was a good song.
For that hook, it seemed like this guy was unstoppable. And you could tell he felt that way too. Cause 1 month after he released his studio album, he released another album.
Damn.
The consistency is crazy. And to top it all off, it was a collab album with none other than French Montana. If you don't know who French Montana is, it's that nigga that didn't cropped out in that one photo.
Oh shit!
This man is not a good rapper. Never in your life have you been in a car or a function and someone says, hey, put on that new French Montana. You never heard that. And if you have, you need to find new friends. These are the people.
Bro, Gotye had named 5 French Montana songs.
You can
right now.
You might as well shoot me down. Yo, you might as well shoot me down.
I don't know the names of them, but
I play this on the radio.
I be like, oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
Type shit, but I don't know. You ain't gonna see me naming.
I don't know titles.
I know titles.
I don't know titles.
I can't think of any right now, bro.
You're not gonna think of any.
Shit, I might as well shoot myself.
Influences that your mom and dad were talking about. Go hang out with murderers and drug dealers instead. At least those guys will have a more positive impact on you than a nigga that willingly listens to French Montana. You have free will in this beautiful life you have, and you spend it on that, you can't trust them. Anyways, their album was called Coke Zoo, and it's 13 songs, and it's a 2 can of ass. Now, they have a better performance than French on here, obviously, but French had way more songs and verses than him, and overall the album is just very bland. No song sticks or stands out. It's just a nothing burger, bro. It has no replay value whatsoever. And after this project, his music slowed down on coming out, which is fine. He don't have to be like YoungBoy releasing an album every 3 days. In the next year, he had a good few charting songs he was featured in, and also his own single "Wake Up," peaking at 50.
Wake Up was nice. Wow.
And during this period of time,
it felt like the calm before the storm. Freddy was still in people's mouths. He was still performing sold out shows and still charting. He was still very much popular, but after 2016, he kind of faded away out of the public eye more and more. He has released projects since then, but none of them created any buzz, because overall, all of them were pretty meh. But also, there were no hits. See, Fetty Wap was very much a hit rapper, which is not a bad thing. It's just a bad thing when you want a fan base that would actually stay. And since he wasn't making any more hits, more people stopped talking about him. Plus, his new music sounds identical to the rest of his other music. I mean, you can say the same thing for other artists too, but Fetty's music also
Not Uzi.
He was a product of his time and didn't try any new sounds or styles.
Yeah, he needed to switch it up.
Catch up to his own contemporaries.
Yeah.
Other than that 2018 6ix9ine song Kiki, he has kind of disappeared from the popular space of music. And since then, in late 2022, he's pleaded guilty in drug charges and he's looking at 5 to 40 years in prison. That's tough.
Done.
That's tough. 40 is diamond. 10 million units sold. So at least he will also have a legacy to look back on in hip-hop history. Fetty Wap may have been a victim of falling down the stairs with a mediocre at best discography to look back on. There's another artist that I believe fell off.
Who?
But on top. Gotye. Gotye was a solo artist from Australia who started his pro music career in 2001 when he released his self-titled EP. And during these years, he sent his EPs to radio stations, building a name for himself up to the release of his debut album, Like Drawing Blood, in 2006. And this album is actually pretty good. The songs have a unique flow and groove to them, and I'm terrible at describing music I like. The music sounds good to my ears. And apparently others thought the same because this album was pretty successful in the indie space. It was critically acclaimed. It was voted best album of 2006 in a listener poll by Triple J, a popular Australian radio station. The track Heart's a Mess was ranked number 8 on the station's Hot 100 of 2006. It also went platinum in Australia. Like, bro wasn't a nobody before his real big hit happened. Or at least not a nobody in Aussie land. It even won iTunes Album of the Year in the UK in 2008. Bro was kind of a big deal. So he would become an even.
So he was going crazy over yonder, bro.
I mean, who is this? We probably heard like a song from this nigga. You probably just don't know who he is.
I just don't know who it is, bro. I don't know who it is.
Once he released his second solo album, 2011, Making Mirrors, where one of his lead singles, Somebody That I Used to Know.
Yes, bro.
I love this song so much.
Bro, this song I think is at like 2 or 3 billion plays right now.
That's hard. The song's hard though.
This shit broke numbers and then he disappeared.
It's hard.
He said, that's it for me. Made his bread gone. But I feel like low key, that's not a bad way to go. He dropped bangers.
I mean, hey,
so I'm out here.
He better know how to manage his money because nigga, if you don't know how to do that, then you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
See, this is why I didn't recognize him because this looked nothing like the dude that we just seen.
Yeah.
He got a beard and all that.
I wish I could pick a different song as my favorite since I've listened to all of his solo music and also to seem more cultured, I guess. But this is my favorite song from him. No matter how many times I listen to it, even after 10 years later, it doesn't get old. And the whole sound of the song is unique too. Early 2010s pop radio.
Oh my god, I forgot all that.
Electronic EDM dance music sounding like a YouTube gaming channel intro. You know, a lot of them sound dated too, but not this song. Never this song. And the song did get his flowers. A lot of them too. And after his world tour, all eyes are still on him, especially since he just won the Record of the Year at the Grammy Awards. The people were waiting for more music from him. Except that ain't happened. Bro went radio silent, and not in a people weren't interested in him no more kind of way.
He just disappeared.
Bro disappeared from everywhere. Wow. Social media even started rumors saying he was dead, where he went out of hibernation just to tweet, "Nah, I'm alive." Then not long after the tweet, he posted a blog post saying he no longer will be releasing solo music and Gotye will be no more.
Wow.
This dude just released one of the biggest songs of the decade and now he's quitting?
Why?
That's like shooting yourself in the foot. What the heck? Well, one, in the post, he said he wanted to only focus working on music with his band, The Basics. By the way, he's in a band. I didn't mention that. And in interviews, he talks as if he doesn't really want the insane fame in the first place. Which is fine, I guess, if that's what he wanted. Plus, I bet he can have a steady living for the rest of his life on that one song alone. It's just missed potential. Because Gotye was genuinely a great artist who could have stayed for the long run. Instead of that one song being mostly his remembered legacy. Like, Bronte is a great song and has a greater music video. More people should see this. He still releases music with his band, The Basics, but I haven't listened to them yet. Plus, I've heard he's mainly the drummer. But Gotye is a great musician, so I wouldn't be surprised if I do like his band too. And maybe, hopefully, he could release more solo music in the future.
He just don't want to be solo.
This dude and move on to the next man or baby.
But it's also like facts. This dude dropped. But I kind of like that though because he didn't. A lot of times you get pressured as an artist, you know what I'm saying, to like, oh my god, I'm #1. I should release more. I should do this. But it's like, how do I top that?
Exactly.
Or like, how do I? You don't have to like necessarily like do one that's better, but. How do you compete with what I just released? Like this shit just went dumb.
I don't know, but I feel like a lot of artists probably go through that. Uzi probably go through that. Playboy Cardi probably go through that. Niggas don't fucking drop. Like,
they just don't drop.
You know what I'm saying? Uzi be like, I'm taking my time. Because if I don't take my time, y'all gonna say his ass.
Yeah. And speaking of Playboy Cardi, fuck you. I'm tired of him. He don't drop shit, bro.
He probably got like some type of anxiety when it comes to dropping. I'm telling you, bro. These niggas be having anxiety, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm telling you.
Rapper, meme, car.
Let's
he's
go.
not popular. Also, some of y'all might be thinking, I thought this was the best artist to fall off. Why he here? And yeah, he might not be nowhere near the best in anything.
Oh
I
shit.
like Kirk and Baby on Baby.
Oh, yeah, on the Baby. I'm not gonna lie.
Than Fetty Wap. So now, although this guy's fall from grace is kind of recent, it's very evident that this man is 100% not the big star he used to be. Bro, in 2019 and 2020 was on top.
Yeah.
He released 3 albums that made it to the top of the charts. Had hit after hit. Bro's song Rockstar with Roddy Ricch was #1 for 7 straight weeks. He was nominated for 6 Grammys, endorsement after endorsement, TV performance after performance, getting away with murder at a Walmart. It seemed like nobody could stop this dude. But then this guy decided to be in a bunch of controversies. Assaulting airport staff workers, slapping a female bin for trying to take a picture of him, beating up JoJo Siwa just because she's taller than him. Bro was just constantly getting in trouble. And the final straw was that 2021 Rolling Loud set where he just started saying the dumbest shit. Ladies, if you like to shove bowling balls and pineapples up your pussy, put your cell phone flashlight on me right now.
What?
And fellas, if you like sucking on balls, leave. Oh man, I ain't with that gay stuff. Man. Leave, man. I ain't no Frank Ocean. Leave that stuff at home. Yeah, dude said some homophobic stuff, and basically the whole industry turned on him. He lost a majority of his endorsements. Bro was pulled off of concert lineups, and overall, the public wasn't really messing with him no more. He even one time had to cancel his New Orleans show because it only sold 500 tickets in a venue that's supposed to seat 14,000. If that doesn't indicate a fall off, then I don't know what does. His recent album, Baby on Baby 2, only sold 17K first week versus his 2019-2020 albums that would sell 150K, getting #1 on the Billboard charts. It just seems like bro really messed his own career up.
He really
for
did.
nothing. And some people still might say he hasn't fallen off. Look at his Spotify monthly listeners. Bro's still pulling big numbers.
I mean, that is a lot.
Remove the Dua Lipa song and that cuts off at least half of his listeners off. Minimum. Then remove Rockstar. That's probably -5 million right there. Most of this dude's listeners are only listening to his hits. Now, most of the time he's only featured in. It ain't that hard to pinpoint this info. And do I feel bad for his fall off? No! Bro did this entirely himself.
Exactly.
Even on his new album, Baby on Baby 2, on his song Socks, he says, lost 20 million for keeping it real, bitch. I don't give a fuck about no money. Bro isn't even sorry. He basically said all the apologies he said in the past don't mean nothing. But who knows? Maybe he will make a comeback. He has a new song that debuted number 92 on the Billboard Hot 100. Although the Repo Reaper on TikTok is the only reason his song is getting any streams. That tells you where his career is at right now. Alright, I gotta move on from this dude and talk about a person that genuinely hurts my soul that I have to say this. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper started his career with his breakout mixtape 10 Day with his
Cocoa Butter Kisses.
What happened to him?
I think we are addicted. That shit's fire. What happened? I don't. I generally don't know.
I don't think he did anything to himself to where it fucked up his career. I think he just chilling.
I don't know.
But then the year after, acid rap came out, and it was amazing.
Beautiful.
In my opinion, it's up there with hip hop's best all-time mixtapes. Bro brought a unique sound to hip hop with the fun, bouncy, and sometimes melodic tracks here. The whole mixtape brings a supreme vibe to it that a lot of other projects don't bring. Also, his ad-libs going breathtaking, revolutionary. Acid Rap is just a great project that introduced his talents to a much wider audience. Bro was destined to be big, especially upon the release of his album mixtape.
That was a good one.
The Coloring.
Oh my god.
In middle school, I adored this album. It was constantly in my rotation, and personally, I loved it more than Acid Rap. I had every song on here on repeat, and my favorite song on the album would change like every week. My favorite is All We Got. No, it's Angels. No, it's No Problems. No, it's Juke Jam. This album is like perfect. I mean, I don't think it's top tier hip hop music or anything, but I have zero complaints about the album other than the mixing and All Night. But I can forgive it. This album is great. I love this album so much. He deserved all the praise and awards he got from it. This album was a big part of my middle school days.
Now what happened?
And Chance was definitely one of my favorite rappers, period, during that time. I was deeply anticipating more Chance music in the future.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he met Kanye West. He was never going to fail, right? So his next project was bound to succeed. And then it happened. 3 years after the Coloring Book, he announced his debut album, The Big Day.
What?
Holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole.
This was a big day for me. I couldn't wait. I was ready. And on Friday morning, 12 a.m. on release, I put on my headphones. I could feel the sweat going down my gluteus maximus. I am so happy. Then I pressed play. And as I was listening to the music, the songs felt a little off.
Oh.
A bit different.
Somebody take a shit.
Yeah.
This music.
My voice.
It was perhaps a little more experimental.
Hey, yo.
Or something. Maybe not that.
Yo.
Oh no, this can't wait.
Oh, no. This
Yo,
guy.
what the fuck am I listening to? It's garbage. Dreadful. Gobbledygook.
Damn.
Not in like a French Montana Fetty Wap Coke Zoo nothing burger
It's
kind.
good.
Because if it was, it would actually be better. Because with a nothing burger, you just get no nutrition or enjoyment out of it. The Big Day is like receiving a lobotomy. Like first, this album had like 8 writers and 8 producers for each song.
Damn. Nah, yo.
I actually never heard of this.
Throw the ghostwriters away.
Almost all the lyrics on this album are this corny and this trash.
Nah.
And when he's not talking about peanut butter jelly or God, he's talking about loving his wife. Now, I understand you love your wife, dude. I love your wife too.
Oh,
if you're not gonna talk about your love for her in any kind of interesting way or do it in any other creative way other than just say, I love her and she's beautiful, she's my queen. Bro, can you talk about something else? Can you talk about doing drugs again, please?
Every
Every song has the same rhythm, tone, feel. It doesn't change.
Oh my
or-
God, not this shit.
Which is even worse.
You know, I
since
went
this
viral
album-
on MySpace.
What?
That video, yeah. So my brothers recorded.
MySpace.
Yes, my brothers recorded me. They were like, "Yo, look at the car." So they were recording me from the door, and I was like, "Yeah." That shit popped out. I screamed like a little girl, bro. I was like, and then I started crying too. I was crying everything. Then they posted it on their shit on their MySpace page, and people were taking it and posting it on their page. So no matter what page you went to, I was on there.
Yo, I ain't gonna like somebody find that video.
Yo, we tried.
Find that fucking video, bro.
Right, bro.
I gotta see
it
that
was
shit.
a high voice pitch scream. I was crying.
Oh my God.
Bro, it was crazy.
Since this album is almost an hour and 20 minutes long,
Damn,
honestly,
what?
this is probably the most disappointing album from an artist I loved I've ever listened to. Because even with the albums I don't like from artists that I love, there's usually a good few tracks I would come back to, you know, that I like, but not this one.
Damn.
Not a single one on this album.
shouldn't even grow
has
on you?
Replay value. And when I say these things, I don't mean for anybody to shit on Chance, because I still think overall he's a great artist. It's just this project upsets me so much, because this has been basically his last album for the past almost 4 years.
Damn.
It sucks. The man has released very little music since this album. Outside from that Christmas mixtape he released in 2020 with Omarion or whoever, I don't care. I'm not listening to that. That's not a real project. And I feel like this dude knows the bad reception his album gets. That's why he's been wearing his #3 hat promoting coloring book for the past 7 years. I swear this hat is surgically attached to this man. Take the hood off already. Damn! Maybe I'm looking at Chance's last projects through rose-tinted glasses, because I listened to those albums as I was a kid. And even though The Big Day is a terrible album, I am so happy for the current success of Chance in his career. I love seeing him being part of modern media despite not releasing any music in a number of years. I am so happy for him. He might have fallen off quality-wise, but I only want future uphill success for him, no matter if he releases any more music or not. And if he does release more music, hopefully this album was just a hiccup and he starts burping again. And yeah, I feel like I've discussed enough in this video, although I definitely could make a part 2 to this. There's a few others off the top of my head that I could list, like Coldplay and Maroon 5. Like, how you go from this to this? Like, seriously. Also, there's one more that fell off quality-wise that I can rant about for days on end. But that's for another day. I feel like
so part 2 is coming.
And in conclusion,
Pineapple pizza
I kinda
is not
like
bad.
that.
Yes.
Wait, I thought it said it doesn't. Okay.
Pizza not that bad.
Okay.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Listen, bro. I'm not gonna say that pineapple belongs on pizza,
yeah,
but that's like saying like you have to put it on.
Oh no.
You don't have to put it on.
have to.
But pineapple on pizza is not bad. There you go, bro. You know, goofy ass tricks y'all be doing, man.
I kind of like hot shower.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It's kind of grown on me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, hey, that's good.
Hey man,
That's your favorite artist, right?
hey man, you can't expect every single artist, well not every single, you can't expect the artist to have hits all the time.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? They be experimenting. They gonna have some shit you might not fuck with, but that's the road of an artist. They gonna experiment.
Exactly.
Shit.
But I feel like as artists though, if you're gonna release an album, that's hard because to you your music is always gonna hit.
It's gonna sound good to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I think I knew what you.
Yeah, I was gonna say as an artist, like you know,
you should know what's good and not.
Yeah, you know, like virality. Like you should post a song knowing that it'll go viral. I guess in terms of like the beat for like TikToks or whatever. Like that everybody will like, and then the rest would be like just for your fans or like what you want people to know you for or something.
I feel like some artists be having like leaked snippets. Like they'll purposely leak the snippets to see what they'll do. Like the people that listen to it, what they'll do, and if they'll go viral, if they'll dance to it. I feel like they do that shit all the time. I'm not
That's
gonna lie
actually
to
a
you.
good way because let's say it's ass or there's no clout behind
They're not going.
They'll just be like, bro, it was a leak. It wasn't finished.
Exactly. But
if it goes dummy, they'll be like, yeah, that's the
it's literally dumb leaking in my name. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Uzi does that shit all the time. Trippy did that shit before too. Now.
Yo, Uzi does like because I have a whole like
I know
a whole album on SoundCloud of Uzi leaks only, and it's like 50 songs.
This nigga be running fucking Finsta pages and shit, nigga, acting like it's not him, it's him. And then he act like people like, yo, where you get the snippet from?
Yeah,
nigga, that's Uzi, nigga. That's fucking Uzi.
Oh god, bro.
Oh god, bro.
It is creepy. I'm saying.
I like videos like this. You like them, I like them. Oh, fuck off. Goofy.
Oh god. Bro.
Goddamn, what's up?
I'm about to drop some music, bro. Stop.
I'm gonna drop some music too, nigga.
Hey, yo, fuck it. It's time out, bro.
Fuck.
Exactly. And we're gonna go diamond, and we platinum, and then we're gonna drop off and fall off.
Oh god.
Goofy.